Chapter 7.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and back to Beacon Pines. I'm so excited to be back. It's been like 2 weeks. I didn't post last week. So to recap on last week's episode, um Beck and Rolo met us at the house because I think we had told them about Gran. And so they were trying to figure out, where she could be hiding something. And they were like, oh, let's meet at the house. So we were looking around. We found the cupboard. Beck, I think, was being silly or something like that and like pulled a cup or something. And it opened up a secret passageway down here. They found different files, some about Luca's dad and something about people getting like being sick, and never really got any conclusion as to what was going on. But then we heard somebody come in and they came downstairs and Rolo attacked them, and we found out that it was, I think his name is Mr. Is it Tolliver? I don't know what that name's in my head. I think it is. And that's kind of where we are now. Tolliver is knocked out on the floor. Rolo did not kill him, as I thought he did, y'all. I thought that was the end. I was like, Rolo going to jail. But yeah, so let's continue.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
Okay, so it is Tolliver.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
Yo, these kids are clutch. Okay. Ooh, here we go. They'd run the classic good cop, blank cop interrogation. So chill or hard? I feel like given the circumstances, we have to do hard. Like, you can't have good and chill. So I don't know if that's the right decision, but we gonna pick it.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rolo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rolo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rolo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rolo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver. Why does his face look like that? That kind of messed me up. Like, was it a scream or I don't know.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
Oh, before I go on, and also remember that board in the back, they had found somebody had like a circle over their name or something like that, because then one of the kids were like, oh, they found the next victim. So they did find some information on the board with different people in town that I assume maybe Gran and her peoples had put together. So yeah, I remember that now. What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rolo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm with a carrot and dirt. What? I gotta start using that, calm as a carrot and dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
You can do this my way, or, well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance. What? I don't
Mr.
even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You tie me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. Make sure everything's ready. Oh, he's crying. Oh, to make sure everything's ready. Oh, see, you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran? Uh-oh.
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? That's right. I think they found like explosives or something, or think they found it. I can't remember that part. Blow up the festival? Good
He
Lord.
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
Oh no, you got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh my gosh.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Dag, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It's just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glory themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Oh, good. They didn't make me walk here. All right. Which one's Kato? This is a dang nice library. Thanks. We work hard on it. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Mr. Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing. We sort of don't know. What do you got on the history of the town? There's a country record archives. What's in those? Wait, it's a country accounting. I'd probably say county. Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8.
Okay.
6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Uh-oh.
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. Like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just
Beck
like
slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. Can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. What? Maybe there are two J. Hartfords. Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with? Oh, Lord. What is going on?
The question hung in the air.
All right, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh, crap. Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
I do not like that music.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
No, I don't want to. Check on Mr. Tolliver in the basement. Oh, man. Why are you doing me like this? Can I walk around a little bit? I'm just curious. Okay. All right. Was it in the kitchen or something? Ah, over there. Yep. Okay. Well, let's just check in the kitchen real quick. Like, seeing if there's anything to do. Okay. Did she really not see this? He's gone. Oh, no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Why even check on him? I would go upstairs to my room and act like I didn't know anything. And she asked a question, I'm gonna say, oh, I came home and went straight upstairs. Like, hello? Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
That stuff? I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
He flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncrete. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. Guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran would think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. I'm scared to go upstairs, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I just felt like Gran was going to be right there. Now I'm scared to go through this room. Oh my gosh. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter.
He ate that jam.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Why did you eat? You know down there was sketchy to begin with. Why would you eat anything that you found down there? I don't understand. Come on, legs. A few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move.
Did we do wrong? Is this the end?
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Go to sleep. Went to sleep all right. Oh, the floor's creaking, y'all. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Y'all hear the floor creaking? Rest now and let me handle everything. We're not dead. Oh no.
Chapter 9.
Y'all, I don't know. I feel like I kind of want to keep going. I've only been recording for about 17 minutes, but I want to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going. Okay, chapter 9.
A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him?
Gran did not drug you. You ate something that nobody told you to eat.
Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncrete?
Right. Unless Mr. Nuncrete is in on it, and that's why she's giving it to him, and he knows what it is. Questions that
Shaking
need
the
answers.
questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival. Okay. Let's just look around the room. See if there's anything. Does Gran never sleep? I feel like this woman is never in this room. Ever. Okay, nothing there. I don't know why I feel the need to check everything. Okay. Where are we going? Okay, we don't have any steps or anything. Let's go outside. I feel like we haven't been outside in a minute. I want to check all of my options. Never know. This game is so good, y'all. Like, you don't even understand how good this game is. I'm so glad I found it in I think it was what? Like a Steam Next Fest or something. I think I found it in as a demo, and then I was like, ooh, I can't wait to play it. And I can't remember if I mentioned this, but I think this game actually, if you want to play it, I think the game is actually free on Xbox Game Pass. If you have Game Pass, you can play it on there. I was thinking about it, but then I was like, no, I want to record it, and I kind of rather record from Steam, so I did not download it on there. All right. I guess we're just supposed to be headed to the festival. Where have you been? Ran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed? Put me to sleep. Whoa. Sly devil. Ooh, sly. Okay. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger, but not really, because making him go to sleep, how's that removing him? Because you clearly just woke up fine. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Your gran is nowhere to be found. And Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Yeah, I thought someone was gonna pop from the bushes that like hurt
Augustus
them or
Valentine
something.
nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing? Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes. Before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause, befitting such a great man. Even that's more than an old codger deserves.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout. Oh, heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Really? I thought you didn't prepare anything. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. Y'all remember, I think the first time we died, it said something about this is a story about change. It's exonerable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. What kind of word is that? Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know
He
what?
wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. See that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. Uh-oh. What was that? Well, yeah, what was that? My thoughts exactly, Luca.
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so, it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim.
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
I'll harvest the way. Oh, no.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
We were doing so good. Oh, man.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
Man.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything!
Right? Right, book?
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time.
Yeah.
We just need to try again. Please.
Man, okay. I was hoping I would be able to pre-record, but I really like having y'all make the decisions for me. So I'm not going to, and I'm just gonna wait, y'all. So, all right. So we can either try continuing the Tolliver track, and we can pick Sly or Chill for the good cop, bad cop. So I'm gonna write down good cop, blank cop, Okay. Or we rated Break and Rumble. So both of these so far have led to the Break and the Rumble have led to something. We've done Struggle and Change. Go back here. We've done Chill, Hide, and Ponder. We've done Poo and Chill. Okay, so then there's Strange and Tickle. So we can go the other way. So I can say the other branch. And we can pick Tickle. And then we can do the Treehouse. And we can do Flight. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 options this time. 4 options. So just do a recap. So back in the treehouse, so this scene right here, I can't remember that fox's name, but we pushed them into that nasty goo, and they got mutated. And so after that, they met us at the treehouse. And last time we tried to fight and got frozen. So this time we could try to flight instead to try to run and get out of there when those clipboards came. So that's just to give some context. That is what this one would be. So or we could do here when we had the confrontation, instead of doing Strange, we can do Tickle. So same confrontation, just a little bit earlier before we pushed them in the goo that mutated them. So maybe it won't mutate them this time. I don't know. Or we can just keep on this track that we're on right now And when Mr. Tolliver wakes up, we can either be Sly Cop or Chill Cop. So those are the four options. So yeah, y'all. So that is going to be it for this episode. Once again, I will go ahead and put a poll on my YouTube community tab, but you can also vote below if you just want to let me know which one you want to pick below, and I will add that into consideration with the vote. So, but anyway, that's gonna be it. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, a comment, and subscribe. If I see more, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.